Watch how I take a papier-mâché witch's hat and turn it into some retro Halloween decor. I love giving life to old things, creating and crafting. I'm Kathy with Goodson Vintage Treasures, and welcome to my channel. Just out of a papier-mâché hat. I found these last year on sale after Halloween, and I put several of them on my website if you're interested in buying some, GoodsonVintageTreasures.com. And we're going to make a witch's hat, and we're going to go retro style. Okay, I'm going to start with Summer Crush. I like this orange, and I'm going to use it. I think it looks real retro-y for this hat. DIY paint is clay-based, goes on smooth and easy, and has no odors. And this paint dries fast, so we shouldn't have trouble with it drying. I'll hit it with the hairdryer a little bit if we do. While it's drying, I'll show you some of my stencils I made. I did not make reusable stencils. These stencils I'm going to be using are made with Oramask 813, which if you have a silhouette, or if you have a silhouette cameo or a cutter of some kind, that's the stencil that's like a sticker, and you press it on, and then you stencil, and then you pull it off and throw it away. It's not reusable. It's kind of wasteful. I can make reusable ones, but I didn't want to make reusable ones for this project. Okay, next I'm going to paint the brim of this little hat with my little black dress. The first stencil I'm going to use is a haunted house. You can purchase a set of these stencils at GoodsonVintageTreasures.com. I'm going to start with a haunted house, and I have made these with my silhouette cameo. So I have another sheet of paper on here that's called a transfer paper, and it's so you can transfer it. It's like plastic. It's like contact paper if you've never used one of these. And you just peel it off, and that part's trash. And then I'm going to press it on, and since this is rounded, it might not be perfectly flat. Now I'm going to press it down. And then this top piece is going to come off, and it's going to make a stencil. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off this top sheet. Maybe. There we go. Okay, got part of it on. Okay, so here's part of it on. That was hard because it's curved. So I'm going to press my stencil down. Now I'll get my tree back on there. And I don't want any gaps, because then that'll be a place it'll leak. So, all right, let's see if I can get my tree back on. And some of my windows. What I'm going to do, try to do is stick my tree back on here. I can figure out where it goes. Yeah, right there. Okay. I should have rubbed it a little more before I pulled it off. There we go. There we go. Just take that little piece off. Okay, there we have it. There's my haunted house. And it's a little crooked because it goes narrow at the top, so it's going to change. That witch has that little spot right there. That's the only spot that has to pick up with it. Okay, and that part's trash. So I'm going to stick my witch down right here. Okay, I'm just going to pull that off. And now I have my one-time use stencil underneath it. There we go. Okay. On my plate. Okay, and I just used makeup sponges. So this is just a little makeup sponge, as you can see, and I get them from the Dollar Tree, or you can get them from a store like Walmart. And I'm going to dip it in here, and if it looks real wet, that's too much paint. And since these are really thin little stencils, you don't need a real thick brush to do these with. And I want this witch to be black, so I'm just going to use the little black dress. A lot of details. If it's not dark enough the first time you do it, you can go back, but don't put extra paint on it. The secret to stenciling with this kind of stencil is to go light. Well, that's the secret to stenciling anytime. Go light and then go back over it. And you make sure these pieces that are not coming off are stuck. And then you have to pull the clear plastic one off, which is kind of tricky, especially if you've never done it before. And you have to hold the blue one down. There you go. The blue is supposed to be stickier than the clear top one. Blue. Now we're going to peel some of this off. Let's peel this one. Which one came first? This one. It helps to have a little dental tool to pull this little sticky paper off. Okay. I'm going to pull my paint up. And they have a witch under here. There's our witch. See, that's done. You can't use it again. Next, I use my dental pick to pick all those little pieces of plastic covering the door, the windows, the tree, all those little pieces off. And let's find his eyes. And his other eye. Yeah. And his scary face. I added a bat above the witch, and then I added 3 little pumpkins around the band of the hat. I used DIY Summer Crush to stencil the pumpkins. Then I added DIY Big Top, which is our sealer, to both of the hats that I made. This will give it a shiny finish and protect the paint. The finished hat was really cute. Would make a great table decor or just some Halloween decor to sit around the house. You can get all these materials at GoodsonVintageTreasures.com, including the hats and the stencils. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that little bell if you like videos like this. See you. Thanks for watching.